Good morning, all. I welcome you all for our next lecture series. In this series, we are going to discuss about microcontroller 8051. So, we know that microcontroller is a small and low-cost microcomputer which is designed to perform the specific tasks to embedded systems like displaying microwaves information, receiving remote signals, etc. And for the general microcontroller consists of the parts. One is processor, and second one is memory, which include, we know that RAM, ROM, and EEPROM also included in the memory, and the serial ports. And the next one is peripherals. So peripherals which includes timers and counters. So next, this is the block diagram of 8051. So which include ALU, that we know that arithmetic logic unit, which performs the arithmetic and logical instructions which is executed by the ALU unit, and RAM and ROM, and program counter, which is, we know that program counter which consists of the next address, next instructions going to execute, which address, that address will be in the program counter. And the stack pointer, we know that it is a stack pointer. When the interrupt is occurred, then before the instructions are stored into the or push pop into the stack. Right, then next block diagram is block which consists clock circuit and timer and counter and input output ports and interrupt circuits are. So these are the blocks which consist in the 8051. And features of 8051, which is designed by an Intel in year 1981. An on-chip crystal oscillator is integrated in the microcontroller, having crystal frequency of 12 MHz, and also technically called, we can say it is MCS 51 architecture. The 8051 microcontroller series was developed by Intel in the year of 1980, and it is consists of 8-bit CPU. With the two registers A, also we can call it as accumulator, and B register. And the another feature of 8051 is the ROM consists of 8K bytes. It is a flash memory that supports in system programming, and RAM having a 256 bytes, which is divided into two parts. One is of upper and lower. Both and upper and lower consist of 128 bytes. So lower consists of the address from starts from 00H to 7FH. Again, it is divided into four bank. Each bank consists of 8 registers. We can represent R0 to R7 in each bank. And for the it consists of 16-bit addressable registers and 80 general purpose registers. And for the higher byte, which consists of RAM, it starts from 80H to FFH, consists of SFR, that is special function registers, also included in this upper area of RAM. And using of SFR, we can control different peripherals like timer, serial port, all IO ports, etc. And also it consists of 4 parallel 8-bit ports which are programmable as well as addressable as per the requirement. So 32 IO pins and are arranged as a 4 ports, P0, P1, P2 and P3. And also which is consists of 8-bit stack pointer and processor status word or program status word. We can say it is a PSW, and 16-bit program counter and a data pointer. Also along with this, which consists of two 16-bit timers counters, T0 and T1. So next one is control registers. We can say it is CCON, PCON, TCON and M mod, T mod, and IP and IA. IP means instruction registers we can use for the interrupts also, right? And serial data timer and a transmitter, we can use full duplex operations. And I mentioned in the last class what is meant by full duplex and half duplex. And the interrupts, 2 external and 3 internal interrupts it consists, and along with this oscillators and clock circuit also there. So these are the features of 8051. So I think you'll see the diagram, that is architecture of microcontroller in the next class. So here we are the block diagram of 8051. So all I think the 256 bytes are RAM, which is divided into 2, Along with this program counter, stack pointer, clock pulses are 12 megahertz, and the interrupt and timers, registers, the registers we can say it is a general purpose registers. So 80 general purpose registers are there. So all the informations we are discussed in this session, which is called as the features of 8051. So see you in next class. Thank you all.